Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be making my first mock draft. My opinions change a lot, so I'll probably make another one before the draft, but right now this is what I think will happen. I hope you enjoy the video. With the first pick in the draft, I have the Cincinnati Bengals taking Joe Burrow. I feel like at this point this pick is fairly obvious. Joe Burrow had a record-setting season in college football, and the Bengals probably won't have Andy Dalton as their starting quarterback next season. Joe Burrow is a great fit with the Bengals, so this pick makes a lot of sense. With the second pick, I think Washington will take Chase Young. Chase Young is the best defensive player in the draft, and he is possibly the best player overall. There has been some rumors about Washington trading down here, but a player like Chase Young will be too good to resist for them. With the third pick, I have the Detroit Lions taking Jeffrey Okudah. The Lions are in need of a cornerback, and Jeff Okudah is the best one in the class. He's a great man-to-man corner and will be a day one starter for the Detroit Lions now that Darius Slay is gone. There's also been rumors about the Lions trading down, but Matt Patricia knows he could be fired at the end of the season, so he's not taking any chances. With the fourth pick, I have the New York Giants taking Tristian Wirts. I could also see the Giants taking Jedrick Willis with this pick, but right now I feel like they think Tristian Wirts is the better player. Daniel Jones played well last season, but one of his problems was fumbling the ball. If they can bring in a good offensive lineman at the draft, they can limit that, and that is what I think they will do here. With the fifth pick, I have the Miami Dolphins taking Tua Tagovailoa. I think the Dolphins will consider not taking Tua because of his injury history, but he is the second best quarterback in the class, and he is too good to pass up on. He can be great for them in the future. With the sixth pick, I have the Chargers taking Justin Herbert. I don't think Herbert is the best quarterback in the class, but I think if he gets drafted by the Chargers and plays his rookie season, he could be a candidate for Rookie of the Year. He would get drafted into an ideal situation with two great wide receivers, a great tight end, and a great running back who can also catch the ball. With the seventh pick, I have the Carolina Panthers taking Isaiah Simmons. Losing Luke Kuechly doesn't seem too bad for the Panthers if they can get Isaiah Simmons to replace him. They aren't the same player, but Isaiah Simmons is a great athlete, and the fact that he can play safety too will make it an even better pick. With the eighth pick, I have the Cardinals taking Jedrick Willis. I think the Cardinals will have a top offense next season, but they still need a bit of help on the offensive line. Jedrick Willis is one of the best offensive linemen in the class, so this pick makes a lot of sense for them. With the ninth pick, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars taking Derrick Brown. The Jaguars traded away Calais Campbell, and Derrick Brown would be a great replacement. He's the best defensive tackle in the class, and he would be a big piece for the Jaguars to rebuild their defense around. With the 10th pick, I have the Cleveland Browns taking Mekhi Becton. The Browns could trade this pick, but that doesn't make sense to me. Baker Mayfield was sacked 40 times last season, and Mekhi Becton is a great offensive lineman to help fix that. He had a very good combine, and I think the Browns will be more than happy to get him at 10th overall. With the 11th pick, I have the New York Jets taking Andrew Thomas. Some people say the Jets should get a wide receiver in the first round so Sam Darnold can get someone to throw to. I think they should get an offensive lineman so Darnold can have more time to throw to the receivers he already has. With the 12th pick, I have the Las Vegas Raiders taking Jerry Jeudy. I don't think Jerry Jeudy is the best receiver in the class, but I think the Raiders prefer him over Ceedee Lamb and Henry Ruggs. The Raiders are going to need a solid receiver that they can trust, and Jerry Jeudy can be that guy for them. With the 13th pick, I think the Philadelphia Eagles will trade with the 49ers and take Henry Ruggs. Finally, we have our first trade. I think the 49ers want to trade this pick down, and the Eagles are willing to take it. They need a new receiver, and Henry Ruggs is one of the best in the class. I think they prefer him over Ceedee Lamb because of his unbelievable speed, and he can be a big part of the Eagles' offense next season. With the 14th pick, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking Javon Kinlaw. I think the Buccaneers want an offensive lineman, but Kinlaw is too good to pass up on. He's the second best defensive tackle in the class and will improve their defense so Tampa Bay can have an even better chance of making the playoffs this season. With the 15th pick, I have the Denver Broncos taking Ceedee Lamb. Drew Lock played well in the few games he played, and he will improve with a new wide receiver, especially one of the best in the class. Ceedee Lamb is a great route runner, and the Broncos could have a top offense in the league next season. With the 16th pick, I have the Atlanta Falcons taking C.J. Henderson. The Falcons cut Desmond Trufant in the offseason, but they shouldn't be too upset with drafting C.J. Henderson. Henderson is a great man-to-man cornerback, and he should fit pretty well in the Falcons' defense. With the 17th pick, I have the Dallas Cowboys taking Chaison. I could also see the Cowboys drafting a cornerback with this pick, but if Chaison is still on the board, they should take him. It's a position they could use some help at, and Chaison is the best one available. With the 18th pick, I have the Miami Dolphins taking Josh Jones. The next step for the Dolphins to keep building their offense is to get a top offensive lineman. Josh Jones would be the best available when they pick, and if Tua plays next season, they'll want him to get a solid offensive lineman. With the 19th pick, I have the Las Vegas Raiders taking Jordan Love. This is one of my biggest surprises of the first round. I'm not sure if the Raiders really believe in Derek Carr. I know they just signed Marcus Mariota, but bringing in one of the better quarterbacks in the class at 19th overall should be good, especially since they don't have a second-round pick. I don't think he'll start in his rookie season, but they could get him ready to eventually become the full-time starter. With the 20th pick, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars taking Kristian Fulton. The Jaguars recently traded Jalen Ramsey and A.J. Boye, so getting a good young corner who can possibly replace them will make their defense better. With the 21st pick in the draft, I have the San Francisco 49ers taking Justin Jefferson. The 49ers traded their pick earlier, so now they're picking here. I think they would have taken a wide receiver with their earlier pick, so they'll be happy to get a good one with this pick. They lost Emmanuel Sanders, and I think Justin Jefferson can be a good replacement. With the 22nd pick, I have the Minnesota Vikings taking Xavier McKinney. Mike Zimmer will love having McKinney on the defense. He's a good safety, and they might be able to slot him in at cornerback also, which would be a big help since they lost their three best cornerbacks. With the 23rd pick, I had the New England Patriots taking Kenneth Murray. I could also see the Patriots taking an edge rusher with this pick, but if Murray is still available, this seems like the right pick. He's one of the best linebackers in the draft, and the Patriots can draft him to keep building up their defense. With the 24th pick, I have the New Orleans Saints taking Patrick Queen. Originally, I had the Saints taking a wide receiver with this pick, but since they signed Emmanuel Sanders, the linebacker position seems more important. Patrick Queen is one of the better linebackers in the draft, and he could be a big help on the Saints next season. With the 25th pick, I have the Minnesota Vikings taking T. Higgins. The Vikings traded away Trevon Diggs for their other first-round pick, so they'll probably draft his replacement in the first round. T. Higgins' draft stock fell at the combine, but he should still be a first-round pick. With the 26th pick, I have the Miami Dolphins taking Yetur Gross-Matos. With the Dolphins' final pick, I think they will finally take defense. Gross-Matos is a talented edge rusher, and the Dolphins will be happy to get him late in the first round. With the 27th pick, I have the Seattle Seahawks taking A.J. Epineza. Since they lost Jadeveon Clowney, getting an edge rusher will be very good for Seattle, and the fact that he can play anywhere on the defensive line will make this an even better pick. With the 28th pick, I have the Baltimore Ravens taking Denzel Mims. The Ravens need wide receiver and help on the front seven, but I think that they will take the best player available, and at this point, that is Mims. Giving Lamar Jackson a better receiver will be huge for the Ravens this season. With the 29th pick, I have the Tennessee Titans taking Ross Blacklock. The Titans traded Jurrell Casey in the offseason, and Blacklock will be his replacement. Getting him late in the first round will be ideal for the Titans with this pick. With the 30th pick, I have the Green Bay Packers taking Jalen Reagor. I expect the Packers to take a wide receiver, and getting someone explosive like Reagor is a fantastic pick. The signing of Devin Funchess is not going to change the Packers from taking a wide receiver, and Reagor seems to be the best choice for Green Bay. With the 31st pick, I have the San Francisco 49ers taking Trevon Diggs. The 49ers got a wide receiver earlier in the draft, so the next step is to help on defense. Pairing Trevon Diggs with Richard Sherman should be good for the 49ers, and they could have a solid secondary next season. And finally, with the 32nd pick, I have the Kansas City Chiefs taking Jeff Gladney. There are multiple positions the Chiefs could go with here, but cornerback is one of their biggest needs. Getting a top corner late in the first round will be great to help the Chiefs improve their defense and possibly contend for another Super Bowl. That's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.